It was an ugly win, but a win nonetheless for the New Orleans Saints, and a win that puts the Saints in a three-way tie for first place in the division. Welcome back to The Dot. Post-game coverage presented by Matt Bauer's Auto Group. I'm Brooke. The final score of 28-6 doesn't necessarily reflect the stats or the flow of the game, as the Carolina Panthers never felt out of it. Quarterback Bryce Young did struggle in the passing game, completing just 13 of 36 passes, but the Panthers did run the ball well, finishing the game with over 200 rushing yards. Defensively, the Saints did keep the Panthers out of the end zone and settling for field goals with just one field goal missed. Offensively, the Saints punted on 5 of their possessions and finished the game with just 207 total offensive yards, but they did finish in the red zone on 3 of 4 trips and now improve to 6-7.
I just think we struggled to kind of get into a rhythm. I don't think our execution was where it needed to be. I did think we ran the ball well early on, and then obviously we weren't really able to throw the ball as well as we needed to. So then we began to get a little bit more loaded boxes and things like that made it a little bit more difficult to run the football. And then look, when we needed to go make a play to try to end the game, we made a play to end the game, and so. I thought that was positive.
Divisional games are always, tough. Obviously there was a moment there in the first quarter where, you thought the scoreboard would say 21-0, but it didn't. But we did a good job, just keep fighting back. Offense ended up making some plays, and then defensively, I thought we did a good job of just getting off the field when we needed to.
It was just gritty. It was grimy. It was ugly, and I feel like that's where part of my frustration came from. But yeah, like I said, a win is a win, and I'm thankful for each and every one because they're hard to get in this NFL no matter who the opponent is.
Tempers did flare up in the game for the Saints after a frustrating first 3 quarters offensively. After Carr was sacked in the third quarter, Carr and center Erik McCoy got into it on the field and went back and forth in a heated exchange as they exited the field on 4th down.
Just 2 guys that are both frustrated by offensive failure is really what it is. I think, for the past few weeks, our offense, that's generous. A lot of times this season, our offense has not performed to where we believe that we're capable of performing. And, Derek's frustrated, Erik's frustrated, 2 guys just competing, and they're angry, both of them. I mean, it's more than frustration, it's anger. It's, it's just feel like we can go out and put a better product out there, and at the time we weren't doing that, and I think it just boiled over.
I think it was just frustration. He was tired of getting hit, I was tired of getting hit, and it was just, I lost my cool. I did. And like I said, Derek Carr, I'm sorry. We're good. I love him. He loves me. We're on the same page.
We were both had our reasons. We were both right for an aspect. We were both wrong for an aspect. But that's not the only time that's ever happened, with me and a player or an offensive lineman or a center. That stuff happens. And, the best part about it, Rich Bisaccia always taught me those moments are going to happen. You're going to have conflict sometimes, confrontation. Always circle back. So we went and circled back. We looked at each other, both smiled, because we both already knew, but that was, with all the cameras around, that stuff gets caught sometimes, but there's no problem.
The Saints exited the game without any new injuries and continued getting Jimmy Graham involved in the red zone. There will be things that the Saints can build on from the win, but still a whole lot to clean up before they host the New York Giants in the Superdome next week. And we will continue breaking down the Saints' win over the Panthers tonight live on NewOrleans.Football. We'll see you there.